This is the Ryobi 10-inch string trimmer. I'm going to show you how to change that string, and stick around. I'm going to give you some really cool useful tips for this particular string trimmer. The Ryobi string trimmer has several different uses, including edging. I'll show you that in a moment. Now, when you're changing out the string, it's really easy. You can definitely do this yourself. Before working on the business end of your string trimmer, always take off the battery. The Ryobi 3-pack string line replacement spools were $19.95 as of the time of this recording. With the battery safely off, you can work down here. Now, do remember, you have a sharp blade over here. That's what cuts the line as it's spinning around. It cuts it to length, so be careful of your hands on that blade. To remove it, you're going to be surprised how simple this is. There's two buttons you need to know about, and if you look, there's triangle arrow pieces pointing right to these two buttons that you're going to click to remove the cover. Now, with the cover popped off, you're simply going to remove your string and you're going to get a new one out. This is the Ryobi 0.065 inch thickness line and spool. The end of it will be clamped in place. You do have to remove it from its harness. That little grommet hole there, start by feeding the line string through the hole. Dropping the spool on the sides with the writing is the side you want facing up. These cutouts on your spool will align with the cutouts for the cover. So the cutouts on the spool will align with this cover and it'll drop right in. You're aligned there, you're aligned there. Now, with this side button, you can manually advance anytime you want. You simply depress the side button and you can manually advance your string. But don't worry, the cutter will do the job for you. Now pop the battery back in position. When this flies out, the centrifugal force will hit the cutter and you'll get to the perfect length. Okay, now you're back in business. Now, to advance the length, you don't have to do anything. With this particular Ryobi model, every time you turn it off and then it'll stop and restart it, it advances about a ½ inch. So every time it's off and back on, it advances about a ½ inch. So it's automatic length. It's always keeping fresh line out. But if you ever want to manually advance it, you do have that button there. Okay, now on to some quick tips and tricks. Say you have Ryobi tools already. You have a few tools laying around. They work on this 18-volt battery technology that swaps out between all their tools. So maybe you already have another fresh battery on another tool, or even a larger powered battery. This one is 1.5 amps. This one's 2 amps. They make 4 amps. I've seen some really big heavy duty ones, heavy capacity ones, and you just swap in a fresh battery and you're ready to go. So extra Ryobi tool batteries, they fit virtually everything in the Ryobi family. Before you take it out for the day, if you want to check your power, look at this battery button right here. When you hit that, it'll display your battery power remaining. So 2 lights out of 4 is approximately a 50% charge. Now, if you're cutting up against hard things like steel, siding, brick, it will wear that string a lot quicker and you'll go through a lot more material. All right, a really cool feature is, what if you want to edge? What if you want to turn it up and edge a driveway or a walkway? Look at that 180-degree symbol there. What it's telling you is you simply depress the buttons and this will rotate. Now, when you rotate that and lock it in position, that gives you the perfect angle to use it as an edger. So now you can take the time to edge all your hardscapes and end up with that finished look. Of course, remember to remove the battery anytime you're working on the string side. The tip down here, this is a 10-inch cut approximately in diameter. If you want to go to an 8-inch cut, more manicured, you simply loosen the blade with a screwdriver and rotate that around so you can pick your diameter of cut. You do have a safety trigger here with the palm trigger and the finger trigger have to be depressed at the same time, so there's no accidental starting. The Ryobi 10-inch string trimmer, let me know if you have this one or you are going to purchase it. If you use an affiliate link of mine, I do make a few pennies. Thank you for supporting the channel. Let me know if you have any questions or comments.